Hi, I'm Chef Nancy Hughes, and I developed over 150 recipes for the Heart Smart Diabetes Kitchen Cookbook with Canola Info and American Diabetes Association. Today, I want to show you how to do something very fast using fresh ingredients. It's called Hoisin orange pork on Asian vegetables. So what you do is you take soy sauce and you just drizzle it over really thin pieces of pork, as paper thin as you can get them. The thinner you get the pork, the better it is, because then the flavor, the small amount of soy sauce that you're using will soak right into the pork. While that's standing, you put your vegetables in a shallow pan and drizzle a little bit of water on top, pop it in the microwave, and cook it for 2 minutes. So what you do is you put the skillet over medium-high heat, you add just a teaspoon of canola. That's all you need, but you tilt your pan so it lightly coats the bottom, and make sure your skillet's nice and hot. And then you add the pork. And you want that sizzle. You really want that sizzle. So every time you're cooking something over medium-high heat, make sure it's nice and hot before you add your ingredients. So you cook these till they're just brown. See, I like to use the spatulas because it just is easier to control. But see how it's just getting brown. It's not all the way there yet, but it's just getting brown. Again, you don't want to overcook it. And you take that off. And then you have just a little bit of pan residue, which you want. You want that because that is what gives the flavor to the dishes. Then you add a tablespoon of canola. Canola has one of the highest smoke points of the oils. That means it won't smoke. It just gets nice and hot. So you add your vegetables, and then you cook this for 4 minutes. And just stir it every once in a while. While that's cooking, then you add your sauce ingredients together. You have Hoisin sauce, which is a Chinese sauce of soybeans, garlic, and a little bit of chili paste. And this is vinegar. Red pepper flakes. Now you can control the heat by adding just a pinch of red pepper flakes, or if you want to have more, then you add 1/4 of a teaspoon, and then it really will kick it up. And then you have orange zest. Now, you can add 1 to 2 teaspoons of orange zest to this dish. Then, you take your vegetables. Canola, by the way, is trans fat free and cholesterol free. And when you're cooking, always look for the lowest saturated fat ingredients. Like this pork, you're using 3/4 of a pound. You're not even using a whole pound of pork. It's very lean pork. You don't need that much because you have so many other ingredients going on here. You don't need that much at all. You've got a lot of flavor. When you have foods that have a lot of flavor in them, that is so pretty. And then you add the pork and any pan residue back into the skillet. You let that cook for about 15-20 seconds. You're just heating it through again. So you've got that. You pour this on top. Pile it up high. You add the sauce. You're doing one skillet, and this whole thing is cooked in one thing. You don't have to have one thing to steam in, one thing to... And then you just stir this just to heat it through and to get all the pan residue in the bottom. And then you sizzle it. And then you top the whole thing off with toasted peanuts. To get your copy of the Heart Smart Diabetes Kitchen Cookbook, you can go online. Just go to heartsmartdiabetes.org. And remember, it is about the flavor, but more importantly, it's about your health. Enjoy.